Hi, everyone. My name's Sonja. I'm Delivery and Account Manager at Side in our WooCommerce and Payment Specialized team. And I'm here today with my colleague Moritz, who's our tech lead in our WooCommerce team, and Brian Kurtz from WooCommerce, the developer advocate. Thank you so much for being here both with me today and answering some questions. So first, Brian, I would be very interested, how does the roadmap look like and how does AI agentic commerce fit into Woo's roadmap?
Yeah, I think our big focus right now is on bringing everything as close to core WordPress as possible and making sure that everything you know about WordPress works with Woo and everything that you learn for Woo applies to the same fundamentals of WordPress, and just having a unified experience, a unified admin, and using all the best tools coming out of WordPress. So the fact that there's a WordPress core AI team, our plan is to integrate with that so that it's something that's available to everybody and we're all kind of speaking the same language using the same AI tools. So we're just following the development on that and just giving our feedback for our specific use case as much as we can while that comes out.
Thank you so much. That sounds really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to know from Moritz, our tech lead, if you could walk us through the technical challenges that you are facing right now and how we could solve them in future.
Thanks. So with everything, the problem is attached to authentication and state management. So like we tried to pull this off with like integrating with Claude and the MCP functionality, and there's the feature API and the WordPress MCP that we tried to use, and yeah, we immediately ran into problems like how do we expose like authentication data? How do we keep like an actual customer journey maintained within a chat session? But coming from another angle, you could also build like a custom assistant directly inside the WooCommerce environment. And here things get considerably simpler. We have the store API, which is already used for the existing checkout functionality, and this is authenticated and working nicely. So tying that into custom MCP integrations is actually very, very easy. So another aspect here would then be, how do we pull off the UI? So we try to reuse as much as we can, but it was quite challenging to actually go in and reuse checkout components. The payment method selection, that's where things got challenging. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the interactivity API giving us more flexible options here.
So after hearing this, I would like to know what kind of partnerships do you both think we will need in future to solve those problems that we just heard, and how we can work together as WooCommerce and agencies on solving those issues.
Yeah, I think the first piece is right now, a lot of WordPress companies are sort of exploring and they're all trying their own approaches to everything. And I think that's how open source works. And that's really helpful that everybody tries different things and learns from each other. And then it's the next piece of everyone tried it. Now let's bring it back to the core project and make sure that whether I have Woo plus some other extension or page builder or this other thing, we're all using the same unified tools. So it's really going to be like a community collaboration where everybody needs to take all the lessons that they're learning and then work together towards one system that's not fragmented for the average WordPress user who doesn't maybe know where things are coming from. They just expect it to work the way that AI often, does for people.
I think, as I mentioned, finding ways to take portions of the checkout experience and embed them in other places. Basically, maybe finding ways to mount the existing React components, mounting Gutenberg blocks, or the any future interactivity API-based solutions into contexts that are separate from the existing customer checkout flow. That will help tremendously, like in embedding pieces of that into something you would call agentic UI.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your answers and for your insights both. Brian, thanks for taking the time. Moritz, thanks for coming with me here today. So if there's anything that you feel like now you would like to share and any takes that you have on this topic, we would all be super, super excited to hear about this. Just hop on the WooCommerce channel and share your ideas, and let's take it from there. Thank you so much.